Hey everyone, welcome. My name is John Henry Soto. Welcome to Being on Earth. A few years ago, I was invited to one of these vitamin events, vitamin parties, where they celebrate people who sold like millions of dollars worth of vitamins, and they give awards to people, and people run up accepting these awards to music like Tina Turner's "You're Simply the Best, Better Than All the Rest," and they all come up and it's just one of these events. So anyway, I was invited to one of these, and I was gonna meet everyone at the Empire State Building, right in the front, and somebody was gonna pick us up there, and we were gonna go. They were gonna take us to wherever this place was, somewhere in Long Island. And I arrived early. It was about 7 a.m. and there was a woman standing there. So I saw this woman, and I figured, well, she's the only one standing there. I think maybe she's going to this vitamin extravaganza as well. So I went up to her and I said, "Hi, are you here for the vitamin event?" And she said, "Yes, I'm here." I was like, "Oh, great, okay." She seemed a little shy, so that was cool. I figured, let me just be annoying and continue talking. So I said, "Oh, great." I said, "Have you been waiting long?" And she was like, "No, I haven't been waiting long." And I was like, "Okay, cool." I was like, "Is this your first time?" And she said, "No, I didn't." And then I figured, well, let me just stay quiet and not continue to annoy this woman. She obviously doesn't really have a lot to say. So then I heard a little mumbling come out of her mouth, and I thought she was talking to me, and I heard, "Hey, Sarah, So I was like, "Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that." And she says, "No, I wasn't saying anything." I was like, "Oh, okay, sorry, I misunderstood. I thought I heard you say something." And a few seconds go by again, and she says, "Have you ever been to the vitamin thing before?" And I was like, "No, it's my first time." So I figured, okay, great, she's talking to me. And then I heard, "Hi, Sarah. I'm sorry, what was, you talking to me?" "No, I wasn't saying anything to you." Okay, so now I'm here, I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. The van comes, we all pile in, we get over to this vitamin place, and during the event, they're playing the music, "You're simply the best." And while they were playing the music, she was a few rows ahead of me, and I saw her, and she was dancing, but it wasn't like normal dancing, it was kind of like, it was kind of like dancing right before, you attack someone, if that was a thing. And so I kind of thought, wow, she really likes vitamins. I mean, look at her, she's really enjoying herself. That was fine, we went through the event, and everyone was having fun, and I learned some stuff. We piled back into the van to head back to New York, or to Manhattan. And she was sitting, my friend Marcello was sitting at the end. She was sitting right next to him. There was another young lady sitting here next to me, and I was here right by the door. And so we're all talking, and we're kind of like talking about the vitamins, and hey, which multivitamin gives you less diarrhea, and all this stuff is going on. So we're kind of in our own thing, and there was a moment of silence. Everyone just kind of stopped talking, and in that moment of silence, we heard, so I kind of already knew there was something up, but didn't really think of anything of it. So we all kind of were. And suddenly, what she was mumbling became audible, and we could actually. She started saying something about Mr. Cunningham attacking her in a southern voice. So a few seconds later, she gets really into this southern thing, and she said, "Mr. Cunningham, he forced himself upon me. He forced himself upon me." Now we're all freaking out. I'm like this at the window, because I think she's gonna just start flipping and stabbing people. This poor young girl is basically on my lap. Marcello is on his window, and he's like, everyone in the front is like blocking because they're afraid that she's going to just flip out. And the whole ride, about an hour long, was her, "He forced himself upon me. Mr. Cunningham, he forced himself upon me. He forced." And this went on for the whole ride. So now we're all freaking out. We get to the Empire State Building and we're still on Fifth Avenue and we're in the middle of the street. We haven't pulled over yet. We're at a red light. And she says, "I gotta get out." So I'm like, I get out, we're on a red light, Fifth Avenue, middle of the street. We get out, she runs out, she starts heading down the middle of the street screaming, "I don't want vitamins! I don't care about vitamins!" And it was at that point that I realized that, vitamins just can't help everyone.